Hey, well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Not thank you for tuning in. And if you're coming in for the first time, I thank you. If you've been consistently supporting me, I thank you as well. But on today's episode, I entitled it, It's Time to Wake Up. It's time to wake up and open up your mind, especially if you've been doing the same thing and you're unhappy for the past 5 years. It's time to wake up, learn something new, and broaden your horizons. And why I say that is simply because a lot of us is drowning in debt. Some of us invested in college. Nothing wrong with going to college, but a lot of time. And now some of us is have these jobs. That's not paying us enough. Went to 4 year college and still paying off the debt that you owe, that college loan that you owe, and the job that you have that you finally got, you worked so hard for, that $60,000 job is not paying you enough to keep up with the cost of living. It's not paying you enough to pay off your college loan. It's time to wake up. On today's episode with Zaccheus, with another live word of the day. And I asked Google, has college decreased? The college attendance decreased for this year? And yes, the answer was yes. There is evidence of suggesting that college enrollment has decreased, and the rise of online opportunities, the cost of higher education are potential factors are contributing to the decline of this decline, while online learning itself is increasing. It is doesn't necessarily negate the decline in traditional college attendance, but more and more people are going remote. Less and less people are attending college physically. I Before I graduated from college, I started taking the online classes, and I find it more convenient. A little bit more work, but I find it more convenient than to be driving, sitting in traffic, and fighting for a parking space when you finally go to that physical college. And I find it to be more convenient. I don't have to burn gas. I don't have to make rush and fight to get there on time. I can save money and still just roll out of bed and just attend class. And and of course, the biggest factor of why the decrease of college is that the debt. People are finding it very difficult to pay off the college debt. As you can see, more things are going online, and as you can see, a lot of the physical stores are closing. More and more people like the online space. As you can see, more things are going online, and as you can see, a lot of the physical stores are closing. More and more people like, and older parents, of course, because that's how we were raised to go to college, um, graduate from high school, go to college, and your life will be taken care of once you go to college and graduate from college. But these days, as prices increase and cost of living go off the roof, make sure that that's what your child wants, because college is very expensive, extremely expensive. And the truth of the matter is that you're pushing and pushing and pushing to go to college. That's not what he really wants. Sometimes it's not made for everybody. Sometimes just going to trade school is better. All that money that you've been saving for all those years that you save for college, maybe that's not what the child really wants. Save that money and invest in a business for that child. Let them open up get an LLC so they can start a business, so they can leave an inheritance for their children. Open up a business, Because if you don't know what major that you want to major in college, and you're decisive, not too sure, unstable, no, you owed all that money back, and you could have saved all that money, all that hassle, all that wasting time of saving up the money to go to college, and invested in business, invest in a small business, start a business, have a business idea, because it's yours. Because you go to college and what they teach you how to be an employee. They don't teach you how to be a boss. And and when you have a business, there's no cap. Where you're an employee, you have a cap. Unless you work the overtime, unless you like working a lot of overtime and trading your time for money and working a whole lot of overtime and you're waiting for a raise, that little raise to help you and still wait for that raise and it's still not enough to keep up with today's cost of living. Hey, sometimes it's best to open up a business. All that money you save for college tuitions, save that money and invest in a business. Why I say that? Because at least you could go. At least you have the business to work at. It's yours. When you have a when you work for a boss, you can't pass that down. When you work for a job, when you have a job, it's not yours to pass down. You're building somebody else's dream. You're working for somebody else, and it's like you can't leave an inheritance for your family or for your nephew if you don't have no kids, niece, or nephew. So why not invest in a business? Why not? You're working hard anyway. Yes, you have to work twice as hard when you open a business, which is true, but at least it's yours. At least it's your business. Get a tax write-off. Get more income tax when you do your income tax. You get more. You see more money on your income tax. It's a win-win. So think about that. And instead of owing all this money in debt, why not owe debt for a business? And the truth of the matter is that banks are that's not giving out no loans, but they'll give you a loan for college, but no business loan. They'll put you in debt, and you're fighting with this $60,000 job that pays $60,000 a year. When you finally get that college degree, and you get that job, and you're making depending on what major you choose, and you're not too sure what you want to do, and you know you owe back all that debt. That's why I say find something that you're passionate about. Find a concentration, maybe a trade school. Wake up and stop trying to fulfill somebody else's dream. If it's not your dream to go to college, there's other options out there. There's a new era. There's so many other options out there than just sitting down and wasting time going to college. Especially if you don't know what you want to do. Stop trying to fulfill your parents' dreams. It's time to fulfill your dreams. And here are the three reasons why people are choosing other alternatives other than just going to school. Many students are finding it difficult to afford college, leading some to consider dropping out or opting to alternative path like vocational training or apprenticeship. Online learning role. That's another route. You don't want to go to the physical college, so you want to do classes online. While online learning offers flexibility and can be more affordable in some cases, it's not always the suitable substitute for traditional or campus education, and its cost can still be a barrier. Yes, it can. Increase online job opportunities. The growth of online job platforms and remote work opportunities has made it easier for individuals to earn living without the traditional college degree. So right now in this day and age, it's all about can I afford it? Can I afford it? It's not about your accolades and oh I got this degree, got that degree because there's many people sitting with degrees and they struggling financially. Many people sitting with degrees and have a master's degree and they BMI and all and many degrees and they're still struggling financially to keep afloat. There's many people. Sit down, you talk to them, they tell you, yeah. Let's turn to a scripture. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 13. God has made us the head and not the tail. Why try to please somebody else? If it's not made, listen, college is beautiful, it's good to go, but it's not made for everybody. It's not made for everybody. Stop trying to please people and follow people. And do something that you love to do. Do something that you'll enjoy later on in life, and do some research, do your due diligence. If you make money in what you love to do, push for that. Don't waver. Don't just try to please your family members. Do what God has placed in your heart to do. God has made us the head and not the tail. Why be the follower? Why follow everybody else? Oh, once I finish high school, I go to college. Listen, if a trade school is what you want, if you have a particular skill that you want to inquire about, that you want to learn, and it when you find out about it, it just pays the bills. It once you have that skill set, it covers you for life. It's a win-win because you don't have to. You're not drowning in debt because some trade schools are 6 months, some trade schools are 8 months, and compared to college, which is 4 years. And if you slack off and you go, you come, you didn't register for this semester, you didn't register for that semester, and you skip some semesters, you could see yourself sitting in there for 8 years wasting time just to get a bachelor's degree. There's people that did that. I know. There's people that did that. There's people that actually sat there in college and waited and sat in college for 8 years just to get a bachelor's degree because they kept on taking off a semester because it's not really meant for them. They're forcing it, but God has made us the head and not the tail. Why should we settle for what somebody else wants us to do? If God was put something in your heart to do, you do it. You do it, and He's leading you in the right path to do it, and He's giving you all the opportunities and opening doors for you to fulfill what God has placed in your heart to do. You do it. Don't waver. Don't listen to the he says, she say. You go ahead and do it. Now, if you're addicted to your social media and all you do is scroll on your social media platform, scroll, well, it's time to wake up and make some money. There's millions of people making money on their social media. You know, you can monetize your Facebook platform as well as your Instagram platform and your TikTok platform. You can monetize it. That's right. Especially YouTube. With ads, you can get paid from ads and many other opportunities that can pay you through your social media. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. It's time to wake up. There's people that's actually getting paid through their social media platforms. Paid. It's time to wake up. Now, if you're addicted to your social media and all you do is scroll on your social media platforms, scroll, well, it's time to wake up and make some money. There's millions of people. If God has put it in your heart to do Zoom videos and share opportunities with people and make YouTube videos that can help other people out, and you have you have a passion for something and you want to share it, God has put it in your heart to do that. All you got to do is have a Wi-Fi connection and a phone, and have a laptop or have a laptop. If you have a laptop, that's all you need, and then just start speaking about what God has placed in your heart to speak about. You can make an income by doing that. Start a YouTube channel. If God has placed that in your heart to do that. I did it. I thought music was it. That's the only creation I would do was music. But no, God has put another passion in me to start a YouTube channel where I'm speaking the gospel instead of singing it. And it's working for me. It's time to wake up and stop being in a slumber. It's time to get up. Get up. Kick those addictions aside and get up. Wake up. Wake up. There's so many things to tap into. It's not even funny. And so many opportunities right now to tap into that you can do and find out about. Wake up. If you're showing through your social media platforms, try to tap into as many opportunities out there. I find as many opportunities even online that you can learn to make income. Listen, in my generation, I'm from the Generation X, 80s and 90s. So, and I didn't know nothing about starting a YouTube channel. I did music, and all I did was I even had to learn how to load my music on YouTube, my music videos on YouTube. And I didn't know I didn't know that you could speak on YouTube and get paid off for creating content like this. I didn't know that. If you didn't tell me I was doing this about 5, 6, 7 years ago, and you told me, I would have laughed and said, "Nah, I'm not gonna talk on you. I'm not gonna make no YouTube videos on this. Start talking." Listen, there's a lot of opportunities out there for you to tap into, and if you have a passion, because it's easy to start a YouTube channel. There's other online models out there. There's other opportunities out there that you can tap into to make extra income for yourself. So what I'm trying to get home is that stop trying to follow the sheep. Stop thinking traditionally that what everybody doing, what the Joneses is doing. It's time to follow your own path. It's time to wake up, and hear what God is telling you. Wake up, smell the coffee, and tap into some opportunities. Look what God is showing you out there. Stop trying to please man. Stop trying to please whoever you're trying to please, your parents. Or if God has placed that in your heart to listen, college is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's just not made for everybody. Same way how online businesses is not made for everybody. If God has put something in your heart to do it, do it. Stop going and sleeping in the slumber. It's not for you, and you got to stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. Say, listen, I don't want to. I don't feel like I can't. I'm not the type of person that sit down and study and um, try to complete assignments and create present and do presentations in front of the class or present presentations. I'm not the type of person that will study for 4 or 5 hours trying to grasp the material. If that's not you, stand in your truth. It's not made for everybody. It's not made for everybody. No, God is maybe telling your heart to do something different than what your family is doing. Because most of your family, friends, and family all went to college. They did what they had to do, go to college, graduate from college, and some of them are still struggling financially. But if God say to listen, that I have something for you, and God is telling in your heart to say, listen, maybe I can do a refrigeration, go to a great trade school, and learn something that can make money in, but I enjoy it too at the same time. Or I can learn some cybersecurity or learn coding. I can do these things. I can get the skill, acquire the skill, make lots of money, and still enjoy doing it. Enjoy doing it, but just from the online space. Listen, the sky's the limit. You can do this. What's for you is for you. What's made for you is for you. Stop trying to please people, and you're pulling your hairs out, you're getting stressed out and trying to figure this thing out and realizing that God is telling your heart out a different direction. What did the word of God said in the Hosea 4 verses 6? My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Now, it's time to learn something new. Time to learn, because I run into many people and they say, oh, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about no making YouTube videos. I don't know where to start. Listen, let Google be your friend. Go on, since you like go in your social media, go on YouTube and type it in how you do it, step by step. How do you start a YouTube channel? How do you listen? The sky's the limit with these platforms, social media platforms. So many things you can learn. You go to the TikTok search engine if you're on TikTok. Stop scrolling just to keep scrolling and scrolling, just getting entertained, but not gaining knowledge. Just laughing and looking at scantily clad women and laughing at this and that and looking at things that are not edifying you. Start learning something new, and you'll be surprised to know that all this time I was wasting time just scrolling, but I didn't get a chance to gain knowledge and learn this new skill. I can load reels on Instagram. but I don't have to show my face and I don't have to use my voice. It's called Instagram Reels, Instagram automation. And if you don't want to show your face on camera on YouTube, it's something called YouTube automation, where you can get a freelancer on Fiverr, and you can hire a freelancer on Fiverr that don't cost that much. Don't cost that much. And you can hire them on Fiverr, and they can make a faceless YouTube video for you. What I mean is faceless, meaning that you don't have to show your face when you create these videos. You don't even have to use your voice. Just whatever niche that you enjoy, whatever was your passion, but choose a profitable niche. Especially the educational niches like history, how to make money online, travel, those kind of evergreen niches, and they can create the channel for you. Where it's called YouTube automation. Look it up, check it out. I haven't other than this channel. I do have a I have a faceless channel. I have a Black History channel called Black History Autobiographies, where right now I have 35 videos on it, and it's monetized. So you could do the same. You could do the same. Just gotta get interested in it, tap into it, and learn how to do things. Stop learning how just to just get a job and look at searching for a job and just I got the job. I already work 8 hour shifts. So now I'm gonna look for a second job, kill myself, try to please the other boss or the other job, working 16 hour shifts, working well that's if you work overtime in your main job. But I'm talking about getting a second job. So when you get a second job, you have no time for yourself. You're lucky if you have no time for your family either, because you're always at a job. And I'm sure if you get a second job, the days off that you have on your current job, you have to work the order to pay the bills. You say, okay, I gotta work the other job on those days that I have off. So you're working Sunday to Sunday with no day off. Now is that smart? Is that working? That's not working harder. Not it's not that's working harder, not smarter. You want to find something where you can work smarter, not harder. Because this body wears and tears. And you can only do about so much. And we're getting older. Each year we get older, this body wears and tears. How long can you work 2, 3 jobs just to keep your head afloat and pay the bills? It's time to think smarter. It's time to think smarter and stop working harder. It's time. Yes, learning something new could be stressful, but it could be. Yes, it can. But also, being in debt, looking at your bills, could be, and just working so hard, 40 hours a week, and still can't keep up with your bills, and still being hit with hefty bills. It's time to wake up and stop being stressed and open your horizons, open your mind, and gain knowledge about learning new things, learning new tools. Becoming listen, AI is here. AI is here. And certain jobs is not going to be there years from now. What are you going to do? You got to think strategically that, okay, things are changing. The landscape is changing. And if you're doing the same job that you've been doing for the past close to 30 years, changes can occur. It's time to put yourself in a better position and learn how to develop other streams of income than run into a second job or run into a third job. It's time to wake up and learn something new. It's time. It's time.
That are closing in 2025. Walgreens is closing 500 stores this year, with plans to shutter 1,200 by 2027. Party City is shutting down all 800 US stores by February, marking the end of an era for party supplies. Big Lots is closing all 960 locations, with liquidation sales already underway. Sears is shutting down 15 more stores, leaving fewer than 10 locations nationwide. Kmart is closing its remaining 5 stores, marking the end of a retail icon. GameStop plans to close 300 300 stores as it struggles in a shifting market. Family Dollar is closing 100 underperforming locations this year. CVS is cutting 300 stores as it consolidates overlapping locations. Dollar Tree is planning to close 200 stores to improve profitability. Bed Bath & Beyond is shutting its last remaining stores, marking the chain's final chapter. Macy's is closing 10 more stores as part of its nationwide downsizing. Banana Republic is closing 30 locations as it focuses on online shopping. Stores that
And that's a clip that's really happening. Now, went to Party City about 2 months ago, and they were closing up shop. They were practically giving away their items. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. A lot of department stores are closing. Macy's is closing. Walmart is downsizing. Macy's is downsizing. That means they're getting ready to fold. A lot of department stores are closing. And a lot of people are gonna be out of work. So you gotta transition. You gotta evolve and reinvent yourself. This is the era that we're living in because of the online space and streaming and the online. More and more department stores going online. This is why the online space is booming. E-commerce, TikTok Shop, Amazon is still booming. Amazon practically wiped out a lot of department stores because of the online shopping. It practically wiped it out. Amazon is a beast. People more every minute somebody's going to shop on Amazon. Every single minute. Every minute people are shopping on Amazon. As I speak to you, people are shopping on Amazon. Every minute. Every minute. And it's a beast. Compared to going to the malls and not finding what you like, go online and you can find what you like in 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and make sure you have the right size. You like the clothing, and you can find it. So a lot of department stores are suffering. Look at Marshalls. Look at a lot of them. They're suffering. Why? Because the online space is taking over. It's an online revolution, and it's here to stay, and it's taking this world by storm. So it's time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up and reinvent yourself, evolve. Hear what God is telling you today, this year. What He wants you to do. Yes. Now the live word of the day is coming out of Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings. And I thank you for tuning in to me. I got more coming for you. More videos coming for you. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings. Until next time.